We begin here at this. Our former SAA board chair, Cheryl Carolus, was testifying at the state capture inquiry earlier today. She says testimonies she's had so far seem to suggest that former Public Enterprises Minister Malusi Gigaba has been involved in the decline of many state-owned enterprises.
I've been quite sad at what he has degenerated into, because it is quite clear that he has been quite central to a lot of wrongdoing in many of the state-owned enterprises. If I look at SAA, just, the fact that within a very short period of time of him arriving there, he seeks to virtually get us to hand over a part of our business that was showing promise to some outside entity. He was our shareholder. And just listening to some of the evidence here, but also some of the parliamentary hearings that happened around ESCOM over the last few years, it just raised a huge amount of disquiet and disappointment in a man who had so much going for him, but he doesn't have the excuse of stupidity. He certainly didn't. It was quite calculated what he did.
The Zondo Commission heard how Gigaba lied about the SAA financial statements. Cheryl Carolus says Gigaba wrote to the Speaker of Parliament claiming that the SAA financials weren't ready, which she says wasn't true. Carolus says she and several other board members decided to resign following that incident.
As by then, many members of the board concluded the hostility. They didn't know what his motives were, but it was quite clear to them that this man was hostile to this board and was determined to, in fact, ruin our reputations. And I just thought it was the height of irresponsibility, because I had explained to him what the consequences were, just in case he didn't understand it, but I did expect that he would have. As I said, Minister Hogan certainly did. She convened a whole workshop with us to say, you are going to abide by this, and I promise you I will abide by this. And then for the minister to go on public record on the front page of a newspaper is reported of having gone to Parliament to report us as people who have violated the PFMA was just, breathtaking. So I said, I informed the board that I had now reached the end of the road and I was going to resign. That I couldn't see my way clear to take a risk with a man who could distort or lie like that. That I could trust this man between that Thursday and the Sunday close of business, that he would have effected all the remedies, whether to call the AGM without the letter, and the qualification on the audits, not unusual in companies in the business world that you have a qualification of that nature, or indeed that he would get the letter of guarantee for us, because at that stage we still were not in possession of the letter of guarantee, or even an indication about the letter of guarantee, and yet he makes an utterance like that. I just thought that I had now reached the end. And it was quite a tough thing for me to do, because I had really given the minister a fair chance at being compromised by a series of things. Anyway, so I said I was going to resign, and then 7 other directors felt with me very strongly, in fact, that as a matter of protest, but also to protect ourselves lawfully and our reputations, but felt we wanted to send a very strong message that we were not going to tolerate people playing loose and fast with our reputations and our legal standing.